Hello, welcome back to Laila's Kitchen. I am Yasmin, and today I'm going to show you how to make cabbage rolls or cabbage mahshi or mahshi crumb as we call it in Egypt. I hope you enjoy the recipe. Here I have sweetheart cabbage. This is the only cabbage you can use. You can find them at any supermarket in the UK. I have bought actually 3 of them. So I'm going to cut the bottom of the cabbage so I can release the leaves easily. So I'm going to cut the middle bit of the leaf, the hard bit. I need only to use the leaf itself. And I'm going to cut it into 2 pieces because it's quite big. We need to keep on doing the same thing. At some point you will find out like you need to cut again the bottom of it so you can release more leaves. Try to be careful, don't break them. As we get inside the cabbage, the leaves get smaller in the size. So again, we need to cut again. We'll use these cuts that I cut to put them on the bottom of the pan that I'm going to cook the cabbage in. Actually, it takes time. You might ask someone to help you in the kitchen. So I have asked Laila to help me to cut the leaves and prepare the leaves before I cook them. So now I have washed some of the leaves which are ready, and I boiled some water and I added some vinegar to the water, and I'm going to cook the leaves just for a couple of minutes. Don't leave them for long, just a couple of minutes till they get softer so I can roll them easily. As you can see, we'll cover them and leave them to cook for a couple of minutes, and now they are ready. We will take them out of the water now and keep repeating the same process with all the leaves we have. So as you can see, the leaf, I need to get a very soft leaf. Don't cook it too much. So here I have the second cabbage, and the first layer of the leaves is quite yellow and not fresh, so I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to get rid of it. And here I have some cabbage leaves cooking, and some have been cooked and some is getting ready. Laila's doing getting them ready. So I know it takes time, but it's worth it. Here I have a can of tomato. This is peeled tomatoes. I'm going to blend them till I get tomato puree. I'm going to use them. So here I have about 4 fresh tomatoes. I have diced them into small pieces. The tomato puree, an onion grated, 3 cups of rice washed, and I have the cabbage ready, and I have some herbs, parsley, dill, and coriander, and as well some mint. So I'm going to add all the ingredients together. I have cut the herbs into very small pieces. And then I'm going to add to the rice about 4 tablespoons of the tomato puree. I'm adding some black pepper, some salt, and some chili powder. It's optional, you don't have to use chili powder if you don't like chili powder. Here I'm going to add some sunflower oil, about 2 tablespoons of oil, and then I'm going to mix everything together, and you need to taste it and see if you feel like it needs more salt. You need to add a bit more salt. Now I'm going to prepare the pan. I'm going to cook it in a rice cooker. So I'm going to put the bottom of the leaves of the cabbages in the bottom of the pan. I wash them and then I put them there, so this will protect the cabbages from burning. And then I'm adding some tomato puree. Now I will start rolling the cabbages. So here I'm going to add some of the rice mixture and roll them. Don't put too much, just roll them as thin as you can, because when the rice cooks it will expand. Keep rolling all of them. Traditionally in Egypt we use Egyptian long grain rice, but I can't find any at the moment, so I am going actually I am using basmati rice at the moment. You can use any rice you have. Nothing will stop me from making it because I love it so much. We'll keep rolling and putting them in order in the pan. As you can see, this is the first layer. You need to keep adding them. So I have finished doing this pan. Now I had some extra rice mixture. I put them in a different small pan, and then the rest of the cabbages I have put them there, so I'm going to cook them separately. Here I have 5 cups of boiling water, and I have here 2 vegetable cubes, and I'm going to add the rest of the tomato puree. So this is the kind of water I'm going to add to the cabbages to cook them in. Black pepper, some chili powder, optional as well, it's very optional. Make sure that the vegetable cubes has been dissolved in the boiling water or boiled water. And then I'm going to add some oil. Taste it. you make sure that you taste it before you add it to the cabbage. So I found out that it needs a little bit more of flavor, so I added another vegetable cube. So it's total of 3 of vegetable cube. It depends on the kind of vegetable cube you use, or you can use salt if you want instead of vegetable cube. And here I'm going to add miso paste, about 1/4 of a teaspoon. It gives really nice depth of flavor. It's optional as well, you don't have to add it, it's just an extra thing. Here I'm going to mix everything very well, and then I'm going to use this kind of sauce to the cabbage to cook them in. It's very important to add it bit by bit, don't just put them all in one go, because it's different from person to person. The kind of rice you use, everything is different. So I'm going to add a little bit at a time, and then shake the pan at some point to make sure that it's going all the way down. Keep adding till you cover the cabbage very well. It's exactly the same way as you cook rice. You need to add enough water. Here it is. That's ready, and then I'm going to add some of it to the other small pan. Now I'm going to put the rice, the pan to the rice cooker, and then I'm going to use the foil, and I made a cut on the foil so it can steam nicely. But you can use as well baking paper or a parchment paper. It's actually better to use it, but I didn't have, so I used foil. Now it's cooked, it's ready, it's delicious. I hope you make it. Even if you try to make only one cabbage. Thank you so much. Bye.